What is the crack? Welcome back to episode 5 of season 2 of my team Randall's Races, where, we now can call ourselves race winners. Yeah, spoiler, we won the Baku Grand Prix. And yeah, very much extended our championship lead to the point where it's not even a debate anymore. We're in the championship fight. So we're moving on to Canada. Canada, a race where God knows what can happen. Has had many iconic moments from Jensen Button winning in 2011 to Mafia being created in 2019. Yeah, Mafia, good times. Yeah, Canada track that. I'm not sure how we're gonna fit into it. It's got a bit of straights, bit of chicane, so it's a mix and match for us. But we're going into the very high spirits, very high focus after winning a Grand Prix. Just need Russell to hopefully pick up the pieces, fit well with the car, and then maybe we can say constructors are possible because we're not too far off it. Red Bull slightly ahead of Mercedes, we're a bit behind them with Ferrari and McLaren lurking around also. So it's going to be very interesting battles on both sides because I highly doubt we're going to keep this momentum. So I say it's going to get closer towards the end and we could have a massive finale. But with that being said, let's go ahead to qualifying for Canada. Good luck. God bless. Well, this is a great start, isn't it? Right, we managed to fix whatever issue we had there and we're ready for a lap. And here's why that was kind of bad. Look at the sky. There is a small chance of rain. If anyone watched the last episode knows that a small chance of rain could still lead to rain. And that ruined Sebastian Vettel. And he came 20 seconds in Baku qualifying. Still came 5th, but we do not want to take that risk. So we made sure we got as early as we can. Make sure we put the lap in. We should be safe anyway. Just need to put the lap in. We've got purple sector 1 anyway. May have cut a chicane or two. But yeah, game's letting us. Take it to Fernando Alonso. Russia line through each chicane. Don't come with me. I believe in our plan, lads. Don't worry. I believe in our plan. Purple for sector 2. We're going to get a nice toe from Gasly. Go for the last sector. Lose the back end for a bit. That's going to lose us a 10 for 2. We're just going to put the foot to the floor, DRS, line ourselves right behind the Alpha Tower to get as much straight line speed as possible. And it's just this final chicane to go. And just don't hit the world champions. Don't worry, we're not champion yet. Maybe at the end of the season we'll be a champion. Then we get hit, but we cross the line and we're fastest by a decent bit. Ricardo not too far behind us, but the rest 2 attempts. It's the Williams, the Alfa Romeos, and the Hasses that are knocked out in Q1. No shock there. Q2 now, sky's clear up. Trejo Rain is gone. So now it's just who's the fastest and who can get the laps in. Get a toe off George Russell in front of us actually. A teammate, is he going into the pits? No, he's going to continue. So we're going to get a toe from George Russell for this lap. Now, is that going to be good or bad? Because it'll still be the back to dirty air. I think we're just outside dirty air range. So this should be good as we go a bit deep into turn 1 though. Not what we wanted, especially with how much momentum you need to build this first part. But now it's just a few chicanes in in the first half of this lap to negotiate. Just make sure you don't mount the curve as massively, but we go a bit deep again into that turn. We're going deep in this lap. This is not going to be the best lap we've ever produced. Go towards the end of the lap and we're just twitching all over the place. There's a risk that our lap's not going to be good enough. We might have to go again and burn another set of tyres. Just a toe from George Russell going into the last chicane. And again, it's not the best. We almost smack into the world champions. Millimeters. You can put a sheet of paper between us. Barely. As, yeah, it was nowhere good. We were 12 fast. So we had to do another lap. Burn another set of soft tyres. And just hope we go faster this time. We went out way early this time. We don't have a risk of traffic. We just want to make sure we get our lap, and we know we're capable of doing this lap. Purple the first second. We did get a warning again. But at this rate, if the game's not penalizing me, I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, it's gonna lead some. I'm not gonna let them someone put that mindset because it will lead to battles in the comments. But we're going to the end of the lap. Purple, purple, almost 8 tenths up. Our previous ones, everyone else is coming out, but we know we're safe with traffic. No one's going to interrupt us. Beautiful line through the World Championship chicane. I don't know what it's called. That's what I call it. We're going to be 1.3 seconds ahead. We go fastest. Sebastian Vettel just pits us, but Lewis Hamilton tried to go out on mediums and has failed. He's 12th. Russell came last. He got a lap in. The two Aston Martins, Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda all failed to make it into the top 10. Ricardo is on medium still. Here we go. This lap for Q3. We've done a banker on a U set. Just let the time be green for the whole lap. Everyone else is on their outlast. We've done it again to make sure there's no issue with traffic. So for us, this part is going to be where it's hard. This is where we always cut it. Do I care? No. See, only warning. Let's go. 2 tenths up. Go on, Michael Massey. Purple for the first sector. We climb the curb way too much. Not what you want, because that's going to take time. It could potentially cause floor damage, even though that won't affect us now. It won't take time on us now, because this is it. So we go very deep on the brakes, but we managed to keep it just on track for the chicane. Coming up to the hairpin now. Just saying something to us. Do I give a fuck? No. We go a bit early on the brakes there, but yeah, we've gone deep there. We'll green. We go a bit wobbly out of the hairpin. We've lost a couple times due to that. Now it's just foot to the floor. DRS for this part until it comes to the chicane. We cut it completely. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Somehow no floor damage, but foot to the floor. We go provisional pole, and we've taken pole by 3 tenths to Lando Norris. Was it legal? Maybe not. Did we do it still? Yes.
Bonjour! It's time once again to go racing here in Montreal, the second largest French-speaking city in the world, and home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. It's a tricky circuit to tackle in wet conditions, with top speed still of critical importance down the long back straight. There are 2.7 miles and 14 corners overall on a circuit that in the dry can see average lap speeds of around 130 miles per hour. We'll be lucky to get anywhere near that today. With the Grand Prix nearly upon us, Anthony Davidson is by my side once again to offer his perspective. Can we talk about Mercedes? We've had a significant regulation change for this season, but from what I can gather at this early stage, it seems they've had some trouble adapting their car.
It doesn't look promising for them so far. And if the new regs have hit them as hard as we think, well, I suspect they may need a few late nights at the factory to get back on track.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. It's the owner-driver in pole position then. Edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Sainz, Sergio Perez and Ricciardo, Leclerc, Gasly, Vettel and Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Lance Stroll and Ocon, Aitken, Russell, Max Verstappen and Kimi Raikkonen, Joe, Mick Schumacher, Giovinazzi and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
The rain's out now. It's going to be here for a while. Lights out, away we go. Foot to the floor. Lando Norris does not get a good start compared to us. We confidently cut him off. No risk. Bottas looking to go down the inside. Lando Norris. This is exactly what we wanted. Bottas looking to get second. Perez and Ricciardo battling behind us, but it's we lead. Bottas looking to get second. He looks comfortable to get second, but Norris has the inside line for the chicane. They're still going to go wheel to wheel, which is exactly what we want. We got to put a gap on while they're battling for second. They're going back and forth. No incidents on the first lap somehow, and Norris is able to keep second place. He takes the inside line. Should comfortably have it. As we go very twitchy out of that corner. Norris might have an opportunity to go at us. He's going to go to the outside of the next chicane. We thought we had it comfortably, but we do have the inside line, and we're able to keep ourselves ahead of the McLaren. We lead from Norris, Bottas, Sainz, Ricciardo, Perez, Leclerc, Gasly, Vettel, Alonso, the top 10. We're able to put a bit of a gap now. There's a wheel-to-wheel between Ricciardo and Sainz now. Through the hairpin, that's irrelevant to us. We just need to put a gap between us and Norris, and that's what we're doing at the moment. As we come to the end of the first lap, as we don't exactly what we need. We got the start we needed. Norris pour off the line, and then Bottas trying to take it. But we go 6 laps, nothing happens. The rain's going away now, Whale. It does look at it, but it's gone away. We're coming into the pits for medium tires. Nothing happened in the wets. No one went for moves, unfortunately, but we're coming in now to go on to the slick tires. We're putting on the mediums because rain could come again. According to the weather forecast, we might get rain again. Ricciardo and Vettel stay out for some reason. Don't know why. But coming out of the pits, we're going to maintain our first place net, because we're definitely going to hit Ricciardo and Vettel, because they are just, the Inters are just on fire at the moment, and we've actually gained time on Norris. He was probably had to force to wait in his places, where at the end we never really had to wait, fortunately. But Norris, is everyone else is coming in early in the race, everyone was close enough to each other. Norris probably forced to wait, so we have a 3-second gap, and we're going to take the lead at the end of this lap, because surely Ricciardo and Vettel are going to come in at the end of this lap. And DRS is now back online, as just for some fun moments here, we take fastest lap. Norris, Bottas. Boom. And as we go to the next lap, okay, yeah, here we go, next lap. And here we go, we get fastest lap. Norris, Bottas. So Bottas the fastest on track. Well, the three of us by far the quickest on track. Cause look at that gap between Bottas and Sainz. But just go to the point, when does Norris get in our DRS? It happened at lap 12. Norris in our DRS. Now we're going to have to try play defensive now instead of just cruising with the lead. Norris going to have his first opportunity through this DRS zone, and we don't get a good exit. We mounted the curve. That's the curve you don't want to mount, but Norris did not have a good exit either, so we're able to maintain first for this. Let's go with the back straight where the biggest straight is. As Norris has DRS, cut to that. He doesn't get us in the back straight, but in the pit straight, he has DRS. He's going side to side. Bottas trying to find a line to go, and Norris with ease takes the lead of the race. We're in second, Bottas third, and Bottas goes for a ridiculous lunge. That's probably caused him damage. There was no space there for him. Don't know why he's gone for it. But Norris leads us. He's Bottas for now. He's definitely got damage for that. What a ridiculous move from the Finn. But yeah, lap 15, Bottas did have damage, and recording cut for these laps when I was battling with Norris, which was fun. It was a pretty good battle we were having. But here we go. DRS, we get a better exit in the second DRS zone. Norris looking to cover off the inside, but he just covered off well enough. We go down the inside, get the braking right. We take first place back on lap 15 from Lando Norris. Sainz second, Perez third, Ricciardo fifth. Norris has had no luck since the opening race. He won the amount of races he could have won, and he's got damage towards the end. Could this be the day he actually gets some damn points? Well, we got 20 laps to see. Ben's had so many chances to win, and he just kept getting damage. But we're just gonna DRS now on the McLaren, and he's just Ocon's out. Could this be a safety car? Could this be a safety car? I don't. At this rate, nah, there won't be a safety car. But there is now, lap 17. There is a safety car. And this is why Lance Stroll into the wall of champions. His home race. Lance, you're not supposed to crash there. You're not a champion. But we're being given a new strategy option. Ask us to go to soft mediums, but rain's supposed to be coming later in the race. So I think we're just going to hold out with the mediums until the rain comes. I don't know what everyone else is going to do, but we're going to stay out. What's Norris going to do? Norris is coming in. He is going for the pits. But how many people are going to be following him? Sainz is following him. It's going. Hamilton stayed out. Norris and Sainz didn't lose much track position. Tsunoda stayed out. Verstappen also stayed out, and Russell. Along with us, they stayed out. Sainz has gone on the softs. Norris gone on the hard for some reason. Sainz probably knows he would have lost much track position, but we go to lap 20. Not much happened in safety car restart. It wasn't worth pointing in. But lap 20, and most who stayed out pitted. Austin Hamilton the only ones who haven't pitted since the safety car started. We just need to maintain position. Though we'll hope Hamilton stays out long enough because it's just a massive DRS train forming at the moment. But here is what we wanted. The rain has come. Lap 22. The rain has come. Now it's just a matter of waiting for it. As Norris, we're saying to the inters for the spin. Norris going to try and go on the outside. We kick the inside line. It's getting a bit slippy. We go wide in turn 2. If he's opportunities, he could take that move, but he just doesn't have the traction to take P1 again. But he's going to go down the inside to turn 3. Bold move from the Brit, but we managed to just force him to back off. That could have been a massive crash considering how many cars are behind us. But we're going to wide everywhere. It's coming to a point where we need to go in it. Our tires are way older than they are. Norris twitchy as well. Could give us opportunities. Sainz might be looking to go for second on the inside. His tires are probably the best shape out of anyone's at the moment on the softs. But we just need to hope that the rain's going to come. He's still saying dry. Slicks are still apparently the best. And after we do that, this is what happens. Cheers, Jeff. But into now the necessary tires. Everyone who pitted after the safety car is kicking themselves. But Norris, he might even go for it now. We're going to the pits somehow. Imagine he could pull a Vettel in not Canada, China. But we're able to keep first going into the pits. As there's a yellow flag out. Ricardo Vettel staying out again. And I think Vettel, is that Vettel retiring? Vettel's going really slow. And no weight damage because he would have pitted. And I think Vettel's retiring from the race. He's crawling. And Vettel surely is retiring. Yep, Vettel has retired from the race. Third retirement from this Canadian Grand Prix. But now we have Lando Norris going to go down to the hairpin. But we go wide on the hairpin, giving Sainz and Norris the perfect opportunity they need to take the lead. But neither of them take it as in fact they're going to go wheel to wheel. The ex-McLaren boys, Lando, going wheel to wheel. Ricardo goes in the pits again. He stayed out extra lap. That's really confusing. But Lando wheel to wheel into the chicane, and I think Sainz has moved up to second place. Second place now. Now that Ricardo's pitting. But yeah, Sainz now second. They cleared up Vettel. So it's us, Sainz, Norris, Perez, Bottas coming towards the end of the Grand Prix. There's a massive gap between Bottas and Alonso in 6th. But as we get very twitchy out of the last quarter, Sainz has gone from like a second half to now wheel to wheel ahead of us. But we have the inside line for turn 1. It's so wet out here, so treacherous. It could be coming close to west as we're getting twitchy everywhere. We're checking whoever. I think it could be going to west. The track is treacherous at the moment. As now that moment's brought everyone in the top 5 together again. There's a bit of a gap between everyone, but us having that moment allowed everyone to come back. Any one of us in the top 5 could potentially win this. Unless it's a massive title between the 5 of us, then El Plan wins. On El Plan. But Carlos Sainz, next lap, he has the outside line. We're going to go dive down the inside line, glide through. As we keep first place. Going into the last couple laps. Emilio behind. Perez is going for an audacious move into the hairpin. Takes the outside line with Norris. Does he have the grip though to maintain the position? Perez and Norris going to go wheel to wheel for the last podium spot. And Perez has made the move into turn, but I think he might have clipped Norris's front wing somehow. That was very close. Norris going to fight him back in through the chicane. They're going wheel to wheel. Perez jumps on the roll of beast, and I think they've definitely made contact. Norris might have damage again. This man has no luck. I swear it's like real life after Russia. But it's giving us the Sainz a massive gap from the rest, but we're twitching everywhere. Sainz just waiting to just complete the move. He's going to take the inside line this time. We're going to try and go as late as brakes as we can, and we just keep it on track to have our claim to keep the position. We're slightly off, but we had our two right wheels lit in as Sainz is going to go down the inside on the hairpin, and Norris definitely has damage. Man has no luck. Sainz has the lead temporarily. It's going to be a drag race. Down through the back straight. Sainz got better traction, but we have better straight line speed. We have ERS. We have the most powerful engine at the moment, and we're going to maintain position for now. Perez is in turn as Lando Norris goes to the pits. No luck. Sainz looking to go down the inside to turn 1. We're just trying to take the racing line. Sainz into turn 1. We're side by side. Sainz tries to push us off. We have no traction. We went off the track slightly. We're in the grassy bit. But we managed to maintain first for now. Perez in the background lurking. Sainz looking to go down the inside to turn 3. We go off. We're on the grass. We pull the Velvet 2019. Sainz goes through. Perez goes for the second. We've lost first due to a mistake. But we're going to go down the inside of Sergio Perez into the next turn. We maintain seconds, but Sainz has just gone. Sainz waited for his opportunity and he took it. But now we need to see if we can maintain second. Which Perez is going to try and go down the inside into the next turn. Into the chicane. Bottas is right behind. There's 3 cars. There's no room for any of these cars. We're going to just maintain turn. Perez is into the pits. Perez had damage, probably from Norris. But now it's us and Bottas. Bottas just dives down. That was we have wing damage. That was a ridiculous move from the Finn. The second time that's happened this race, and he just dives down where there's no space. But we go down the inside. We keep second. We got damage though. Yeah, Jeff, I was in it. I was in it, Jeff. But Bottas has damage. Look at if we thought the group was valid before, look at it now. Sainz is just gonna win this by about 10 seconds now. We've got front, but now it's going to come down to the last lap between us, Alonso, Leclerc, second, third, and fourth. Alonso trying to go to the outside. How are we still in this race? We've crashed with Alonso. El Plan has struck. We both lost our front wings. Leclerc goes through the second, making a Ferrari 1-2, but Carlos Sainz goes through the last corner. He's going to win his first race in Formula 1. Charles Leclerc is going to take second to complete a Ferrari 1-2. The master plan has worked, but what's going to happen with third? Will it be El Plan, or will it be what the hell will you doing, Alonso? He just cut inside us, and look at everyone back. Anyone could take this between third and seventh for the last podium, because both us and Alonso have no front wing. We're just going to go audacious. We have no front wing. We will not be able to make that, so we crawl over. We have no traction. It's going to be a massive drag race between 5 cars. Who's going to take it? Is Joe could take it in a Williams? We crash on the line.
For another magnificent Canadian Grand Prix, and they've hung on to take a sublime victory here today. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
So yeah, despite crashing the line, we've managed to come third. Don't know how that's happened. I generally in game it said I came fifth, but no, here it said third. Sainz, Leclerc, ourselves, Alonso, Joe, Gasly, Ricardo, Schumacher gets points and a Haas. Raikkonen, Tsunoda, that's the point scores. Okay, shut up, Martin Brundle. Yeah, we got a point. Generally, in game when I crossed the line, I said I came fifth. Look at that gap though. Like, not even a tenth separated third to sixth. What the hell was that? But it's the Vachivel's DNF. That's not going to do good for his championship hopes. It's going to do wonders for us after coming third. So we have a 36-point lead to Carlos Sainz after that win. Perez third, Bottas fourth. Russell's really down the order, only 10 points at the moment compared to our 79. We lead the constructors now. Yeah, we got a runway with this.